if that mission is violated, then we have not served our own, not only our customers, we haven't served ourselves. We didn't get into this business really to make money. Okay, we're very happy to make a lot of money. I've been in this business a lot longer than that. I've been writing a syndicated column since I was 17 years old and I'm 40. So I've been doing this for 23 years. I did not get in this business making money. I got in this business because I believe certain things. If ever I'm responsible for forwarding the opposite of the things that I believe, I have not done my job. I've not done my job for the American people. I've not done my job for the consumers. I've not done my job for myself. I can't sleep at night. Okay, so if the idea would be, for example, that I'm going to, I have a moral obligation to hire somebody or pay somebody who is fine, morally reprehensible on any topic, including abortion. Is that my moral responsibility? I think not. I'm not a platform. If I'm Facebook, if I'm X, right, then the idea is the open window should be pretty damn broad because that's essentially the town square. You're almost mimicking what the First Amendment was built for. But I feel the opposite of a moral obligation to hire somebody or pay somebody for expressing viewpoints that I find to be personally outside the window of what we would want to be subsidizing.
Does it hurt your heart knowing that there's some people that see you as somebody who's silencing somebody when you know that your heart is moving towards better in the country? Does it affect your process and footsteps?
I mean, it doesn't affect my process or footsteps in the sense that I think that it's a misread. I think it's a misclassification.
And right? So you're good at shutting that off.
Well, it's a category error. I mean, it's annoying to me because I think that category errors are annoying. But I think that the idea that we as a company have a moral obligation to pay Bernie Sanders to be a host is obviously absurd on its face. And so when that is extended to people who are, anywhere on the political spectrum or self-declared anywhere on the political spectrum, the principle is the same. Our job as the Daily Wire is not to be Facebook. It is not to be X. It is to be the Daily Wire. And if suddenly all of our hosts tomorrow came out and were like, Kamala Harris is the greatest candidate in the entire world, and would that be serving anybody who subscribed? Would that be serving ourselves? I think not.
Okay, I understand your perspective now. It's like I'm not here to make money or friends. I'm here to push the narrative that all came together to make sure America sees. And so I'm understanding.
And again, that doesn't mean that somebody can't let somebody else go. Go with God. Go away. Like if you want to purport, you want to pervade that worldview. I'm not calling for you to be silenced. I'm not suggesting that you should be deplatformed. I'm just saying I ain't paying you.
Got it. But big tech companies like Facebook have gotten involved.
That's a different thing. That's a different thing.
So let's pivot there, right? And by the way, thank you for having that conversation. I know it's a little comfortable for you because there's a lot of things you can't speak
honestly,
about.
Again, in principle, it's really difficult. It's just when personalities get involved, then people start to get very passionate about that for good reason, right?
Okay, I just got nervous because Mike stood up and I was like, all right.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
His bodyguards just got up and I was like, all right, I'm done with that question. I'm just kidding. But let's move on to big tech because that has been shown that they do get involved because there is some government people getting involved. There's some money getting involved. Where do you see big tech companies, and should it be, because the internet is brand new compared to the Constitution, right? But again, it's still a business and they have every right, like how you have every right.
Yes.
But where do we get involved to say, hey, if you're going to be openly talking about being a media where everybody has free speech, should there be laws where they can't censor like an Andrew Tate, even though you don't agree with them,
right.
But they don't have the right to do that? Where do you see that going?
So, I mean, I think that there is a pretty obvious move, thanks to Elon and X, to open up the Overton window on a lot of these platforms. So you're right, these are private companies. On the other hand, they're all protected by Section 230 of the Communications Decency Act. That particular law basically says that if you are a platform with a comment section, then you should not be cultivating editorial content. Right? Once you're a platform, we're going to treat you as a platform, then you should not be essentially a publisher, not us. Right? We're, like YouTube is a place where people post their videos. They can have some rules, but it should be on sort of a value neutral basis. It shouldn't be done where they are cultivating the platform to the extent that it becomes a publisher. Right? In other words, if I were to be the person setting the presets on Facebook, and I was like, anything that does not approve of Donald Trump, delete. Okay, that should be treated the same as Daily Wire, right? I mean, that's it just philosophically, because now I'm doing what Daily Wire does. I'm saying, here's the appropriate material, and I'm cultivating it, and everything else I'm throwing away. And I think that a lot of these places have been hiding behind the immunity of Section 230, which means that they're not culpable for the things they say. And they've been hiding behind that while manipulating the system. Now, if you want, one of the things that
how is that legal, though?
So, I mean, again, the way that it's certainly legal for them to decide what they want on the platform. The question is why they have immunity for doing that.